So today we actually have the big boy. So this is the Aputure Light Dome 3. So meaning that it's the generation after the Light Dome 2 with a new quick release plate. And so at the time I'm recording this video, this Light Dome 3 is actually going for about $219 before any discounts. Sometimes Aputure offers like 20 or 30% discounts, like on Black Fridays or on Boxing Days or on some special occasions. Sometimes they do it randomly, and when Aputure does that, they offer from 20 to 30%. And when Amazon does a promotion for these cells or these light modifiers from Aputure, it's usually about 20%. So this is how the Light Dome 3 looks like. It's a pretty big light dome. So in terms of the diameter of this light modifier here at the front is about 3 feet, or in metrics it's about 90 centimeters. So it's 5 centimeters more than the Light Dome SE. And basically when it comes to the weight of this, it weighs 2.2 kgs according to the Aputure website. And also when it comes to some of the things that it contains, it has the quick release plate. And I don't like the fact that it doesn't come with an inner diffusion layer, but it has, for example, the 40-degree this light grid modifier, or the egg crate grid. So this is a 40-degree, and it has 2 layers of diffusion right here depicted by the white cloths right there. Now it has a lot of spokes, and if you count them all, there's about 32 spokes right here that give it this circular look. And it has the standard Bowens mount, that's a 3-spoke that you see here, so it will fit with most of your Aputure or Amaran lights. So that's basically what it is when it comes to this Light Dome 3. It's actually, I know it looks big, and it's actually not too heavy, because I can, I've been lifting it up like this and for a number of minutes now, and basically I can hold it up, and if I turn it towards the camera like this, you can see it's pretty big. I'm recording using the Sigma 16mm f1.4, and this is the camera, is the Sony ZV-E10, and the camera is about, I believe, 45 it's about 55 inches from me. Sorry, I'm now thinking in degrees because of the 45 degrees. So the camera is 55 inches away from me, and this is how, the size of this light looks like. And basically what I'm gonna do here is to show you how it looks and how easy it is to take apart, put together, and be able to transform. So if I go to my other angle right there, you can see how it looks, on my small table that I have here. And if you want to put it apart, it's actually pretty easy. You just have to pull the Velcro pieces apart here and put them like this. And if you want to fold it, there's this quick release plate that's here that you have to pull. So just pull it. Oh, it's actually pretty hard because it's a big ball. Okay, like that, and boom. See, when you pull, it actually releases this clip, and that's how it's able to release. And if you want to basically fold it up and put it in the bag, you just have to make sure it's fold. These wings go in like a flap, and they fold over like this, and this is how it looks on the table. It comes in this box that you see here. So this is the Light Dome 3, Light Dome SE, Light Dome Mini 3, and this is the bag that comes with the Light Dome 3. And it's a big bag, and it's meant to be portable to some degree, and it has 2 zip ends right here. Now, something that's interesting about this is that when I unboxed this light, I found this. So this is like a QR code to the Sidus Link app for Aputure lights that allows you to be able to control them using your mobile phone. But product information QR code there, but there's no instruction manual. You have to find that on your own on Aputure's website. And basically this white piece comes on top of this, just covering this end like this. And they have these bags that usually contain the diffusion and the grid or the light egg crate, and basically that's all that comes in the bag. If you want to fold it like I've done and you want to put it in a bag and go to your next shoot, because it has that quick release plate and it allows you to be able to fold it, and fold it like this, not too much because you don't want to put too much pressure on there, then fit it in like this. Let me try and see if this will be able to close and if it's safe for the light as well. My keyboard was being pressed by a mistake. Honestly, looking at the way this is going or the way things are going, I don't think it's really safe for me to keep applying pressure here, because at the end of the day, this is my main light modifier that I'm using. So unlike the Light Dome Mini 3, this one seems to not fit in the bag properly unless if you push it to the limits, you know, of which I don't want to do that right now. So if you want to fit it in the bag, most likely you will need to remove at least the crate, this 45-degree egg crate or light grid, in order for you to be able to close it, because it's just so much stuff in front here. Actually, it's not too bad, and I'm sure if I pushed, I would be able to fit it in, but you know, I just don't want to push it too much. But yeah, that's the level that I'm comfortable with. So if I'm comfortable like this and I want to load it in my car on the back seat and be able to go to my next shoot, you know, I don't feel too bad like this. And basically you fold it, go to your shoot, and then you get there, unzip it, and then to activate it, you basically have to push with your palm here, and then you pull with this. Oh my god, it's pretty heavy. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I'm almost there. It's actually harder than I thought. Okay, let's go. Boom. That was harder than I expected. Actually, it's more pressure and more effort when these are connected, but at the end of the day, it's a quick press, and maybe it just goes to show that I need to go and work out more to be able to do this more, because it's hard to take it apart because of all the rods, because these rods, like I mentioned, there's 32 of these, or it says on Aputure's website that it's 32-sided circular thing. So now that it's together, you need a lot of pressure to pull this to be able to fold it, and then you also need to put more power to be able to actually be able to open it. So on Aputure's video that I saw when they put it together, it was easier than it actually looks. But yeah, believe me, this Light Dome 3 requires a bit of effort to take apart and put together. I'm actually sweating from trying to push, you know. I wonder if they used John Cena to put it together in their demo video. But yeah, this is how it looks, in case you're wondering how easy it is to take apart. Once you want to remove this light grid and soft diffusers right here, you can basically start with the Velcro. I like to support the part that I'm pulling on so that the rods don't bend as much. I'll go to my other angle so that you see what I'm doing. Okay, put it down, and then that's the outer layer. I'll put it to the side, and then this is the inner layer. Okay, you see that? That's the inner layer. Now these ones, unlike the Light Dome SE that I already unboxed and reviews, they don't have like stickers that show that this is layer number 1 or the most inner layer or layer number 2. They are just exactly the same, and they have, I believe, the same amount of f-stops because they look about the same. Now once you've removed this and you fold it, it should be easier to fit in the bag and, you know, fold and take wherever you want to go. And let me just check and make sure it's not as hard as it is to put it to. Oh, that's it just goes once. So yeah, now when you remove those diffusers and you want to put it in the bag and take it where you want to go, these sort of curve in a little bit. Okay, there we go. Much easier, you know. And yeah, like I mentioned, the grid and the diffusers, they come with their own separate bags that you can put in and pack and go to your next shoot. But if you want to do it like I showed at the first video or at the start, this is how it looks. It's pretty portable. And now let's say, for example, you've reached at your destination and you want to put it together and start shooting, and you've packed it like this, or you are unboxing for the first time, then this is how you are going to be putting it together. So I'll go to this other angle. Boom. Unzip it. Take it out like this. This is, let's see how much pressure I will need this time around with, since I've removed everything. And there's a sticker here that tells you what to do, you know. Okay, let me try again. Oh my God. Come on. Okay. Okay, so I got it now. It's a bit easier, but not as easy as I thought. So this Velcro sometimes ties together and makes it harder, but yeah, now it's together and it's clipped. So I'll show you that I'm sweating right now. See that? Requires a bit of effort to push it together and take it apart. So yeah, and outside is actually pretty cold. So now let's go and put the layers inside like you're supposed to. So like I mentioned, these layers don't have porality. I'll start with the inner piece right here. I don't think it has any side. I mean, as long as you put it good, it shouldn't be an issue. I'm doing this in real time, so I'll try not to do any modifications to the video or add any speed or fast forward. And yeah, shout out to Holy Land for giving me this wireless microphone that I'm using, by the way. I reviewed it on the channel, and if it sounds good, check out the video. If you like it, visit the website and you can be able to see and check it out and be able to see what mic I'm using in the meantime. Okay, so that's the inner level right there. Now obviously the more outward you come, the more it's gonna be pulled inward. And also because I'm on the inner layer, I had a little bit of slack left, so that's because the radius or the diameter as you come towards the inside is a bit less. So I'll just go around and make sure that there's very minimal leaks, just to be safe and make sure that everything is together properly as it's supposed to be. Okay, that's the outer layer, and now I'm gonna go put in the second layer just to make the light even softer, because I don't want it to be too harsh. And this is the light that I've now upgraded to on the channel, the light modifier. This layer just goes, you know, slightly above the previous layer that we put in. It shouldn't go all the way to the top, otherwise the grid won't have any place to clip in. Yeah, I wish I was sponsored by Aputure or they gave me these samples to review, but I'm buying this with my own money and I'm reviewing them, you know, just to give you an idea of what to expect, because this Light Dome 3 and the Light Dome Mini 3, they are pretty new from Aputure. I believe they're about 5 months old at the time I'm recording this video. So yeah, they are pretty new, and there won't be another one until like a year or two, since these have recently been released. In case I go over some spots, it's because I'm just making sure that light leakage is very minimal. And the second layer, you know, you have to really make sure, otherwise, you know, the light will peek through. So yeah, that's why I like to set it and forget it. But yeah, it's pretty easy to set up. The Velcro goes all the way around and it's pretty strong. Okay, yeah, that seems about good. This is how it looks with the second diffusion layer put in place. Like I mentioned, this one doesn't come with the inner diffusion that goes close to the light source, although it has the Velcro pieces right here and right there. So that, I don't think on Aputure's website too you can buy it, because I couldn't find it. So you just have these two layers right here on the outer layers, and then the next thing that goes on top is the egg crate or the light grid. This one, and this one is a 40°. So I'll just put it on top like this. I'll bend it to the side so that you can see what I'm doing. Now I'll just attach the Velcro going around. I think the bigger the light, the more time it actually takes to set up. Because the Light Dome Mini 3 was faster than this, and it makes sense because there's more spots to put together, more rods, and the radius is also different. It's like when you're running a circle, you know, a marathon, the guy who runs on the inner part of the track wins the one who runs on the outer part of the track, because they're running a shorter distance. So same concept I think applies to this, because the radius is so big compared to the video that I did on the Aputure Light Dome Mini 3. This is why this is taking longer, you know. Bit of logic to that, I guess. Yeah, I'm almost done, guys, but yeah, you get the idea. Ideally though, if I'm going to be transporting this on a shoot, or I'm going to be moving so many times with this Light Dome 3, I think I won't be fully, you know, unboxing it and removing the grid and the inner soft layer. I'll just be transporting it like I showed you the first one, where I'm putting it in a bag and these pieces are all together. And now this is how this piece looks. I'm just making sure, you know, the grid is not gonna let go at any of these spots. This Light Dome is so big that, you know, I just have to make sure it has never happened, but just to be safe, to make sure that it doesn't let go. Yeah. Whew. Now I've done a 360 revolution. You can see how this Light Dome looks, guys. Let me know, does it look good? Did I do a good job putting it all together? If I go to my main ARO camera, you can see how this Light Dome looks. It's pretty big. Like I mentioned, the diameter is 3 feet, and unlike the Light Dome SE, that is actually 33 inches, 33.5 inches, this one is 3 feet, and this is how it looks. This is how the back looks. Of course, once you put your light source right there, you have this adjustment clip here that you can unloosen, and if you want the text or you want to spin it and put it on a different section, or you want to show Light Dome 3, you can set it there. And then when you lock this pin that I loosened to be able to turn it around, if you turn it clockwise, and now it won't move or go anywhere. And this is how this looks. And once you put it to your light, you can now close this Velcro, and you get to be able to see, the final product of how this Light Dome 3 looks. It's pretty big, and it provides, out of all the 3 lights that I've tested, the Light Dome SE, the Light Dome Mini 3, and this Light Dome 3, this is the most expensive one because it comes in at $219, while the SE is at $99, and the Light Dome Mini 3 is at $130. So this one is the most expensive, but it provides the softest light. It covers the biggest radius or diameter, and it has the most spokes, which Aputure says it's like 32 sided, so it gives you like a more perfect circle. If you add 4 rods, it's like a square. The more rods you add to a circle, the more circular it looks. And this is how this Aputure Light Dome 3 looks. Let me know what you think about this video. Are you going to be buying this Light Dome 3? This one, in my opinion, is for people that want a bigger, softer light, because you notice the distance from the end of the light dome or light modifier to the light source, it's longer than the distance of the Light Dome Mini 3 or the Light Dome SE. So it's able to give you softer light, and since the source is so big, you are able to bring it closer to your source, giving you like even more softer light, because you don't have to go as bright with your light source. The light I'm using right now is the Amaran 200 XS. It's the one that I plug in here, and it will connect to this 3-spoke standard Bowens mounts that I have. So that's about it for me, guys. Most of the videos that I'm now recording on the channel is using this Light Dome 3 and the Amaran 200 XS. So let me know what you think about this video. Are you going to be getting this? If you want to see my comparison video where I compare all these lights compared to the Mini 3 Light Dome SE, then do subscribe. I'll be doing a video to that pretty soon, and stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.